March. All new tonight at 6, the focus on improving trust between law enforcement and local communities. A newly created task force focused on police accountability. Listen to the public. This all comes during increased tensions over police brutality. Chief Capitol reporter Susan Raff listened in on today's meeting and joins us now with more. Susan.
Erin, this task force was actually created by the legislature, and it does come at a very critical time. Communities are desperately wanting to improve relationships with police.
The death of George Floyd, killed at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer, and more recently, Jacob Blake, who is now paralyzed after being shot by a Kenosha officer, has angered the country and reignited calls for police accountability. Here in Connecticut, police were unsuccessful in stopping lawmakers from passing a highly controversial accountability bill, which limits police immunity.
We want to hear from you. We want to hear from people in the community about their interactions with police officers.
A special task force to improve community relations is having several meetings.
Our focus is really to get to have a listening sessions around the state that we want to hear from you.
Daryl McGraw is the co-chair of the Police Accountability and Transparency Task Force. He's a Connecticut activist who says he was put in a chokehold after a traffic stop. The task force is made up of police chiefs, community leaders, and nonprofits, and parents like Colleen Lord, whose son Robbie was killed after being arrested.
He had a complex neurological disorder since childhood, and he was in jail for a nonviolent breach of peace. Why? 50 years of failed mental health policy have placed law enforcement on the front lines of mental health crisis response.
We look forward to being able to have a conversation with them.
Sergeant Amanda Devon is a detective in Naugatuck. She's concerned about the bill that passed, which says if an officer is found guilty of wanton and reckless misconduct, that officer can be financially liable.
This whole bill in itself, not including law enforcement, has undermined our ability to do our jobs and puts a lot of question in public confidence in us.
The Connecticut State Police Union is now suing the state over this police accountability bill, and just this week, the union took a vote of no confidence against the governor and the state police commissioner. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.